Let's talk for a few minutes about 5 ways to sell more to increase sales in a pandemic. I'm Mark Hunter, the Sales Hunter. I wrote the book, A Mind for Sales. If you like this video, hey, share it with others and subscribe because I put a new video out like this every week. There are ways that you can increase sales during a pandemic like we're in right now. Number 1, keep it simple. Don't go selling the complex solution. Most businesses right now are developing contingency plans, multiple scenarios. It's very hard for them to project, to predict long term. So the last thing they want to do is enter into something that's going to take them forever to really figure out. So, hey, sell them the simple solution. If you have a complex item, break it down and sell one small piece now, and then you continue to move them along. But you've got to keep it as simple for them to understand and to realize. Number 2, speed sells. Make the decision-making process fast and simple. What does this mean? Okay, just like in the first one, if what you're selling is a capital expenditure, it's going to take time for them to make a decision. If it requires multiple people for them to get involved, it's going to be harder for them to make a decision. You want to keep it simple. Speed sells. Here's what I found so many times is that I can be in a conversation one day with somebody and this is their priority. 2 weeks from now, their priorities are totally different. I can't afford to wait. I've got to be able to make it, what I sell, in a manner that the customer can realize and see and make a decision, one person, not where it has to go to a committee. Speed sells, because the other piece is this. I've also got to be in a manner that should things change and their priorities change, they may no longer need me. I've got to be able to get that sale in there. Third piece, don't forget, every sale involves emotion. Don't think for a moment the decision being made is an economic one. Economics have kind of gone by the wayside. Oh, sure, they're still important. I get it. They're very, very important. But emotion plays even bigger because more than ever, it's a gut feel. Companies are making a gut. I talk to CEOs every day. I talk to purchasing agents. I talk to sales. I talk to people every day. And it's amazing how many times it comes down to a gut feel. What does this mean? Trust and integrity matter more than ever. You can lay out the sound economic principle, but if you have not created trust and integrity, there's going to be no confidence on the other end. Conversely, you can convey a tremendous amount of trust and integrity and create a level of confidence. And you know what? That will supersede the economics. It may very well have them taking you versus somebody else. Number 4, be clear on the outcomes the customer will receive. And don't allow the outcomes to be shrouded in, well, this is what your 5-year gain will be. This is what your 3-year gain. No, the outcomes have to be what they're going to be able to achieve right now. Long-term outcomes are great, but that's icing on the cake. You've got to be able to sell the meat that they can dig into right now. So what does this mean? I've got to get the customer thinking and responding to my questions and asking questions about how they're going to benefit from it right now, immediately. Because if I'm long-term, guess what? They're going to say, well, you know what? Let's just get back to it and think about it after this is over. We don't know when this is going to be over. I, again, have to make it as simple and fast and simple. And number 5, don't think for a moment you can't sell. Believe me, you are your customers' R&D department. You are your prospects' R&D department. You are your leads' R&D department. I can't stress this enough. It is absolutely essential that you be seen right now as the hope to be able to help your customers work their way through this situation. You see, more than ever, customers need to hear from salespeople. You heard that right. More than ever, customers need to hear from you. Because if you have the ability to help somebody, then it's your obligation. What I just shared with you were 5 things in my book. I've got a whole lot more. Jump down below. I got a link there. Hey, I want you to grab the book, Mind for Sales. I talk about this and a whole lot of other things. We came out with it just a few weeks ago, right in the middle of this pandemic, because it's a message that's going to help. Hey, I'm Mark Hunter, the Sales Hunter. Great selling.